कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Kaikayi, who was extremely happy to understand that Rama would be coronated, gifted Manthara with a pearl necklace. Manthara was shocked and frustrated at Kaikayi's reaction to this news that Rama will be coronated. She was expecting that Kaikayi will get angry upon listening to this news. She will barge into the chambers or the Sabha Mantapam of Dasharatha and question him. This was her expectation. But the moment she understood that Kaikeyi was extremely happy, elated, she was so happy upon understanding that Rama is being coronated, as much as if Bharata was coronated, how much she will get happy? Probably at that level or even better than that. That is when she expresses her happiness, stating that Rama is going to be coronated. She in fact says, Name paramam kincheditto varam punaha priyam priyarhe suvacham vachomritam tathakhyo vachatvam mataha priyotaram varam param te pradadamitam vruno. You may ask for another boon, Manthara. You have given me such happy news. Now here we need to understand this Kaikeyi, though being a stepmother, is so affectionate on Rama. In that case, why did she turn against Rama in just a few hours from now? Well, there are many theories to state that Kaikeyi was extremely a very good woman. She understood from Rama's horoscope, Jatakam or Kundli, that Rama has to go to the forest. So in order to assist or aid him in the process, she sought the boons. So this is a way where you can whitewash her thoughts, her evil thoughts, and give her a good name. Good attempt. But none of it is found in the original Adikavyam Srimad Ramayanam. They go a step further in the Jyotishya Shastram. Some of them who write articles stating that Rama shall incur Brahmahatya dosha papa, because Brahmahatya comes when is the sin incurred by a person when the person kills a Brahmana. So Ravana is a Brahmana who will be killed by Rama 14 years later. So if he has to be killed, then there is a Brahmahatya papam that Rama shall incur. And the prayaschittam to that Brahmahatya papam is 14 years of Vanavasam. So some writers, neo-research scholars opine that Kaikeyi must have either gone to one of the online horoscope websites or must have gone to one of the famous horoscope fortune tellers, and then that person would have said, Kaikeyi, Rama shall get Brahmahatya dosham and the prayaschittam is 14 years of Vanavasam. So Kaikeyi must have come back to her chambers, must have contemplated upon this situation that will arise in the life of Rama, And instead of him doing prayaschittam for 14 years after killing Ravana, he could very well do those 14 years of Vanavasam before killing Ravana. So this prayaschittam and the papam that will be incurred and the prayaschittam done shall get tallied, and then he can live in Ayodhya for many years happily. This is the second theory. This is such an absurd theory. I'll tell you why. Because imagine in the court of law, today I go to the Supreme Court of India. I'm talking from the Indian perspective. If you are in different countries, think about your own judiciary. I go to the High Court or the Supreme Court of India. And then the judges entertain my case and they want to listen to my plea. I tell them, sir, 14 years later, I am planning to kill one person. And I understand from the penal code and all the other associated rules with the Indian judiciary that if I kill a person, then I may have to go to the prison for 14 years. So 14 years later, I am going to kill one person, and after killing, I may have to go to the jail for 14 years. But I have different plans. I tell my lords, oh my dear lords, my lords, honorable judges, I have a different plan. Now for the next 14 years, I am free, I am available. Now you put me into the jail. After coming out, I'll kill that person. Anyways, after killing, you are going to give me 14 years of jail. What if I serve that 14 years before? So this is a pre-booking to the jail process. Similarly, this theory states Rama is going to kill Ravana 14 years later. For that Brahmahatya dosham or papam, 14 years of Vanavasam will be incurred. So Kaikeyi wanted to send him for 14 years of Vanavasam now, so that he could serve that sentence earlier. This is an absurd theory. So all these are theories floating in the spiritual market. None of it has any validation with Valmiki's text. Kaikeyi was very affectionate towards Rama, no doubt. Kaikeyi went against Rama wholeheartedly in a few hours from now, no doubt. Then why was her affection so inexpensive or cheap enough that in a few hours Manthara could transform or brainwash her? This is where I am going to recite a verse from the Tamil Ramayanam called Kamba Ramayanam. Like how we have Tulsidas ji's Ramcharitamanas, we have Kalidasa's Raghuvamsham, we have Tunjat Ramanuja Eluttachan's Ramayanam called Adhyatma Ramayanam in Malayalam. I am now going to tell you what Kamban states. Matram agadu urai mangai ullamum ஆற்றல் சால் கோசலை அறிவும் ஒத்தவால் வேற்றுமை உற்றிலள் விரளள் தாதை புக்கோ ஏற்று அவள் இருதயத்து இருக்கவே கோலா. How beautifully Kamban gives an analysis of the situation. He says, the one who birthed Rama was Kausalyā. The one who nurtured him, the one who showered excess love and affection on him was Bharata's mother Kaikeyi. So birthed by Kausalyā, showered love and nurtured by Kaikeyi. Both mothers, like how in Krishna Avataram we say that Devaki, who birthed Krishna, and Yashoda, who nurtured Krishna, had equal love on Krishna. Similarly, Kausalyā and Kaikeyi's love was also equal on Rama. But what was the difference? The Tamil poet says, மாற்றம் அகுது உரை செய்ய மங்கை உள்ளமும் கோசலை அறிவும். So Kausalya's love and affection for her son Rama was from her mind, whereas Kaikeyi's affection towards Rama was from the heart. Now we need to understand human psychology. When people say I love you through my heart, see, heart cannot love. You all know. Simple biology. Here, heart is somewhere here, and heart performs a simple function of taking the deoxygenated blood, sending the oxygenated blood. It acts like a pump. Simple process. So if someone says, I love you from my heart, heart doesn't have a mind of its own. Heart is here. But what do they mean by heart? See, our brain is one of the most complex creations and the most admirable creations of Paramatma. Because our mind has two functions to it. One is a logical side. Second is the emotional side. Both, the same brain has two ways of functioning. One, it looks at logic. It thinks logic, it acts logically. Second is, it thinks of emotion and acts emotionally. Logic and emotion need not go together most of the times. For example, I am giving you a very mundane example. A child is to be brought up in the house. So there is a mother, there is a father. Both of them realized that the child should be a very responsible citizen to the country, a very good person in the society, a very good son or daughter to them, whoever be the child, whichever gender. Now, if the child says, I want this particular frock now, I want this ball now, what should the parents do? The parents will have a logical side. The parents will have an emotional side. The logical side will tell them, see, the child is right in asking for whatever he or she wants. But if we keep buying what the child asks, tomorrow we may not be able to meet the expectations of the child. So this is the logical part of the brain, which is correct. But something will overload the logical side. What is that? The emotional side. The emotional side will say, see, don't worry too much about the future. For today, the child is asking something he or she wants. Do whatever you want. Beg, borrow or steal. Buy that for the child. Correct? So this is the emotional side. In most of the families, I am just talking out of my general experience, the emotional side will always overrule the logical side. In such cases, there will be repercussions in the later part of one's life. Similarly, Kausalyā loved Rama from her logical part of the brain. She knew he was the son. At the same time, she was not the person who would keep pampering him, keep praising him. So she was a mother who knew what her duty was. She used to bless her son. She used to be very proud of his achievements. That's all. So when you are logically liking a person or loving a person, it will continue throughout the life. You will not have outbursts of unnecessary, irrelevant emotions. Whereas the emotional side of the brain, when it loves a person, in this case, Kaikayi loved Rama emotionally. So when you love a person emotionally, when there is a stronger emotion than the existing emotion. What is the existing emotion? Kaikayi loves her son Rama. What is the stronger emotion which Manthara is going to use? That she and her son Bharata's existence will be questioned. He is at great danger. When that emotion overrules the existing emotion, then there is only catastrophe. There is calamity. That is why our understanding of our friends and relatives in our life, be it the husband and wife, mother, children, father, children, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law, whichever is the relation, it should be more logical. I wouldn't say it should be bereft of emotions, but there should be a proper balance between the emotion and the logic. And most of the situations, it is better that logic is 51% and emotion is 49%. The problem occurred in Kaikayi's life because she liked Rama from the emotional side of her brain. That is why it was very easy for Manthara to brainwash Kaikayi in just an hour and a half's time. That is why Kamban, the Tamil poet, intelligently uses the word Maatram Agadu Urai Seyya Mangai Ullamum. So, with the heart of Kaikayi and Kausalyā Arivum, with the mind of Kausalya. So, mind of Kausalya loved Rama. The heart of Kaikayi loved Rama. That is why she could be brainwashed easily. Then Manthara in anger just throws away the jewel. Manthara tvabhyasuyayai navritai srijya bharanam hitat. She was extremely angry. I was wanting to tell you this reason as to why Manthara was excessively angry on Rama. If she was affectionate towards Bharata, there was a reason. Because she had brought up Kaikeyi and it is Kaikeyi's son Bharata. So in a way, Manthara could have assumed that Bharata is like her grandson. So her love and affection and concern for Bharata is justified. But why this vengeance, vendetta on Rama? There should be a reason. I have told you in the last episode itself that there should be a reason. Now also I am telling you there should be a reason. For that, probably we'll have to look into the next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I'm happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.